In this video, we're going to cover how to install Microsoft Windows 11. Let's first take a look at hardware requirements. For Windows 11, no more 32-bit processors. We'll be installing Windows 11 on a 64-bit processor machine with 2 or more cores. It also requires a minimum of 1 GHz or faster processor. For RAM, you'll need at least 4 GB of RAM. But definitely for a better experience, you should consider having 8 or 16 or more gigabytes of RAM. Minimum of 64 GB of storage. But again, that depends on what type of applications and services you'll be planning on running. Unlike Windows 10, for Windows 11, you'll need a Trusted Platform Module. The TPM is a type of chip that's embedded into the motherboard. TPM has been around very commonly for the last 5 years or so. So any modern PC should have a TPM module. For graphics, you'll need compatibility with DirectX 12. And for Windows 11, you'll need a high-definition screen producing at least 720p with a 9-inch diagonal screen. Let's jump into the demonstration of how to install Windows 11. We'll be focusing this installation in a domain environment. So we're using a virtual machine for this demonstration. The process of installing Windows 11 on a physical machine is identical. It's just a difference in how you would boot off the media. In this case, we're using an ISO image that was downloaded from the Microsoft website. You'll find that the Windows 11 installation is very similar to the Windows 10 installation. Let's go through the process. On the first screen, we select the language, time and currency, format, and keyboard. We're going to click Next to continue. On this screen, we're going to click Install Now to perform a brand new installation. Like other Windows operating systems, you have the option to choose the appropriate edition to install. Since this Windows 11 is going to be joining a domain environment and it's going to be used in a business environment, we plan on joining a domain, so we'll choose 11 Pro. Read over the notices and licensing terms and hit Next. Because we're doing a brand new clean install, we're going to click on Custom. At this step, we're presented with the unallocated space. This is the hard drive that was presented to the Windows 11 installation. At this moment, you can see we have 100 gig storage space that's available to us. We're not going to partition or extend any volumes, so we'll click Next. At this point, Windows is installing. Files are being copied from the ISO image, and it's going to take a few minutes to complete. We'll speed up the video to get to the next step. The next step in the installation process requires a restart, so we'll go ahead and restart now. This part of Windows 11 installation is much different than Windows 10. Some of the information on the screen is not being displayed correctly. This is currently because of our resolution, but we should be able to proceed. The first prompt is to choose the right country or region. We're going to hit Yes for the United States. The wizard has detected a US keyboard. If that's correct, click Yes. If you wanted to add a second keyboard layout, you can by clicking on the Add Layout link, or just hit Skip to continue. Give the wizard a few moments to check for additional updates. At this time, you can give your computer a computer name. Otherwise, a name will be chosen for your device. Let's go ahead and call this Win11. Click Next. Now you can pick whether you want this computer to be used up for personal use or to set up for your work or school's organization account. For example, if your organization uses Office 365. In this case, we're going to say Set up for work or school and click Next. Let's click Sign In Options. In this case, you can see there's an option to do domain join instead. Because we're not ready to connect this device to a cloud environment, we're going to click on Domain Join instead. Let's create the first local account. I'll call it admin. We'll provide a password and make sure this password meets your organization's requirements. Next, confirm it again, Click Next. You can answer some basic security questions in the event that you forget the password for this account. In addition, you can choose some privacy settings for this device. Go ahead and review each of these categories and either enable or disable some of these settings. Click Next when you're ready. Windows is once again checking for additional updates. The final step is setting up that initial profile for the account you just created. If you are intending to domain join this machine, the next step is to ensure that you have an IP configuration that is consistent with the network that you're on. To domain join the machine, you can go through the control panel. Take a look at our channel's playlist for Windows 2022. You'll find some videos there on how to domain join a machine. That concludes this video session. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again.